students. Today, we are going to learn the chapter 3, which is from 3 mathematics, consumer mathematics, saving investments, credit and debt. Let me stress what is investments. So what is investments? In our life, we have a lot of we need to spend a lot of money to live a good life, right? So investments will help us to build to build our wealth so that we have enough money to live a happy life. So investment is very important in our life. So we learn investment. So there are three types of investments. The first type is unit trust. So unit trust is very easy, it's simple. Is that you invest money to a company, and then company will help you to manage the returns. So as a let's say we are the people who buy the unit trust, then we can just enjoy our life because we don't need to worry about how you perform because unit trust there is a certain the fund manager will help us manage the fund because the unit trust is you buy the fund and then the fund manager will help us to manage our fund and then just get a return every year. So let's say for example myself, I buy the AI fund and return is very good because the AI is now is very uh, market is people is in high demand. That's why I just sit there and just enjoy the benefits, the returns from the unit trust. So invest in unit trust is a good option. However, they will charge you the service charge. They will give you they will charge the service charge for around 5%. It depends. So it's buy a service from that, but you can enjoy your life. So it depends. You can either you want to invest yourself because let's say you buy unit trust, you can save a lot of time and enjoy your life because you don't need to worry about the return. There are certain people help you to maintain. And second is the real estates. So real estates is an investment to buy the house. So you buy a house, they say you can survey the locations, everything is good, then you can invest and then you can just find the people to rent the house and then you can get the rental and then you can earn from the rental fee. And so you can invest in real estates so that you can just sit there and enjoy the returns from the rental fee, and also the house price will be increased every year. So let's say you buy this year, you buy for example buy around 600,000, then maybe after 10 years it's raised to the 800,000. So it's you can earn the price difference, but it the weights. And last one is the shares. What is share? Share is the you just buy the share. It's a market. For example, the company has released the share for us to buy. So share, there are two returns. One is the capital gains, one is dividends. So capital gain means that when the stock price is increasing, then you can earn the price difference and can get the gain from the price increase. And the dividend is that it's a amount of bonus. For example, I can think about bonus. So company earn money, they will give you some money after certain period of time. So it's hard. So I explain how it works in investment. So we understand the concept of investment so that you can. So later we're going to apply the knowledge, and then you can use the formula to calculate how much you how much returns from from your investments. Okay, because you can learn from that. We're going to learn interest. So there are two types of interest. One is simple interest, and second one is compound interest. So what is simple interest? So let's say, for example, your father has amount of money principles, for example, 2,000 ringgit or 5,000 ringgits, and put and save into bank. So in bank we have the saving account. So saving account, when you open an account, you can save amount of money into the bank. So after few years, the bank is happy, will give you reward you a certain amount of money. Term money is about few percent of your principles. So simple interest is that when when you save money into the account for 1 year, 2 years, or 5 years, then you will get amount of the money rewards from the bank. So the longer that you save in the bank, the more the money that you have in your interest because the interest is keep adding into your account. But for a simple interest, it's very simple. It's It's just when the interest rate is times the principal and times the number of years you save in the account. So let's for example, first year I get 1,000, and then second year maybe I get 1,000. I get maybe the bank give you 5% of interest, then then you get amount of money, and this amount of money will keep adding in your account if you don't withdraw money from the account. So this is that how it works. So the 5%, 10%. So the higher the interest, higher the interest rate, then the higher that reward you have because it keep because it's by formula. And now we continue to learn the simple interest formula. It is very simple. As you can see from this slide, the formula is I equal to PRT. What is I? I is interest, P is principal, R is the rates, and T is the time in years. So we use this formula to calculate how much interest we have when we save certain amount of money in the bank, because bank will pay out the interest to us, and then we can earn some money after we just put the money in the bank, right? So now we go for next one. Okay. So now let's look at example Y. Joyce deposited 5,000 at Rich Bank with an interest rate of 2% per annum. How much is the interest earned by Joyce after 1 year? So in this question, you can see Joyce just deposited 5,000 at bank with interest rate of 2% per annum. So how calculate the interest? It's very simple. We apply the formula I equal to PRT. You can see here. So P is what? P is 5,000, and then R 2%. So 2 divided by 100 times 1 year, because T is the time in years. So Joyce only store 1 year in bank, so we get 100 ringgit interest. So it means Joyce will get 100 after she deposited the 5,000 ringgit in the bank. It's very simple. Thank you. Thanks for learning.